Hello, and welcome to the pet room. David Bradley here. So, things are coming along. We did have a crisis in the pet room, and it may be something that no one will ever see and no one will ever notice, but I will know. And what happened was, I was adjusting that House of Computers shirt over there, the blue one, the light blue one. That says House of Computers I Like Petting, because it was down too low. I wanted it to be fully visible. And I did this by switching from the wooden hanger, which I like, to a metal hanger that I'm not crazy about. But what I did is I took and folded the business end of it over so I could get the shirt higher, and I was getting it into position where I could get the shirt handy and wonderful and dandy. And in the process, Hagrid fell. Now, what is Hagrid? Hagrid is a little, well, not that little, a figurine from Harry Potter. And I have been known, especially before my hair went white, as Hagrid. And in this main picture, I'm not thinking I'm going to put in a lot of accessories, but Hagrid has a place of honor. And when he fell, this was a crisis in the pet room. Because you see, there's a table here, there's a mantle there, there's actually there's a fireplace behind there, and there was all this stuff in front, and there was no way, I had no chance of rescuing him. So it's like, ah. After all this time, he stood there, he sat there, he's minded things, he's looked over things. All is well, all is good. And now he's going to be left out. Well, I thought, no, I can't. So I set about moving magazines, calculators, adding machines, the 9090 hard drive, the manuals on top of that, the small screen pet there, a pet on the floor here, so I would have a chance at even looking over to see if I could see Hagrid. Well, I could see him, but now the problem was, how do I get him? So I thought maybe I could use these, what are they, like tree trimming things to reach over and kind of grab him. I thought, no, I'll end up cutting him, or maybe I'll cut his head off, or ruin his jacket. And I thought, no, I can't do that. Anyway, I finally did realize that I did have, and this is something that I got some while ago at Dollarama. It's basically just like it's a dust sweeper thing. There it is. That you would sweep stuff into and throw it anyway, but it has a handle. Ta-da! So you don't have to bend over. But it's really not meant to hold very much, and it doesn't take a whole bunch on it, like it before then the bottom part comes off. Like if you have something really heavy, it'll say, no, I can't handle that, because it's really just held in delicately by friction. So it's like, oh, anyway, but I thought this was my possible rescue. And so I leaned over the table with a broom and I tried to get Hagrid onto this. And indeed, I kind of almost did, but ended up dropping Hagrid. And then the end came off this. And I was like, well, how am I going to get this now? Because I can't reach over the table and grab it. So anyway, after much kerfuffle, and I also made use of this. Oh, I don't know if I can get this. There we go. This is a cane, and it's sporting a skull. It belonged to a friend of mine, and I keep it around always. Anyway, so I managed to get this thing kind of upright using the cane, and then I was able to get the handle jammed in so I could rescue this. And then I did better to try and, well, as best as I could, to get this thing secure, which was no easy feat. And then I used the cane to delicately push Hagrid over. Oh, by the way, the space between the table and like the mantle on the wall and everything, it's smaller than this. So once I get it on there, I can't just pull it up. I have to twist it and then pull it up. Anyway, after 3 or 4 attempts, indeed, Hagrid was rescued. And although I almost dropped him again, he is back in his place of honor up yonder. And then I was able to put everything back, I think, the way I had it, and sit down and say, I don't want to drop Hagrid again. Anyway, so crisis resolved in the pet room. It is, for now. Anyway, I'm continuing on. I've got some more things to put in here, and I will, but not much more. More like accessories and things, but I'm not trying to overdo it yet. I figure there is going to be one where I'll put some more boxes and things here and there that may not be pet related, but will fill in some of the dead space. Anyway, so Hagrid is good. Life is good. Next. Thanks for coming. Bye for now.